Some breaking news coming in where there seems to be some legal setback for the Lakshadweep MP Mohammed Faisal. The Supreme Court sets aside Kerala High Court order suspending his sentence. The Supreme Court says that the High Court asked us to decide a fresh plea. The High Court order has now been extended for 6 weeks. Mohammed Faisal stays on to be an MP so far. Faisal had cited Rahul Gandhi's example in his defense. Faisal was convicted and sentenced for 10 years in an attempt to murder case in Kerala. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time, where there seems to be some big legal setback for the Lakshadweep MP Mohammed Faisal. The Supreme Court sets aside Kerala High Court order suspending his sentence. The Supreme Court maintains that the High Court asked us to decide plea afresh. My colleague Harish is joining me live right now to get us more details. Well, Harish, take us through what exactly happened over here, is because it appears to be a setback for the Lakshadweep MP Mohammed Faisal, who had cited Rahul Gandhi's example in his defense.
Yes, that's right. A big, huge setback for the Lakshadweep MP and of the NCP MP, Mohammed Faisal, as once again the sword of disqualification as MP hangs over his head because the Supreme Court has set aside the Kerala High Court order, which has convicted him and sentenced him to 10 years imprisonment in an attempt to murder case in January this year. And after that, in fact, after the High Court had stayed the conviction, he had resumed as an MP. But today, when his advocate Abhishek Mani Singhvi argued that in the recent Rahul Gandhi case, the Supreme Court had said that if the conviction is set aside, he will be facing disqualification, and even not only his rights will be violated, but also his constituency, that is Lakshadweep, will go unrepresented. Not only the petitioner has a right, but also his voters, the people in his constituency, also has a right to be represented. But the bench drew a distinction in Rahul Gandhi's case and in this case, saying that in Mohammed Faisal's case, High Court had only considered the fact that this constituency will go unrepresented, but did not go into the gravity of the offence against him. While in Rahul Gandhi's case, it was a punishment of sentence of 2 years for a defamation. But in this case, it's a case of attempt to murder, and the gravity of the offence was not considered by the Kerala High Court, which only said that if this sentence is not stayed, he will be disqualified as an MP. That will require a by-election, and a by-election is also an expensive affair. High Court also considered the expenses which will go into which will entail a by-election. So today, the Supreme Court has set aside the Kerala.
Absolutely. That appears to be a setback for the Lakshadweep MP, but it appears that he still continues to be an MP for now. Well, thank you, Harish, for getting us all those details. We will be keeping a close track of all the developments that takes place in the story.